Good evening, everybody. Is that better? Helps turn your mic on, doesn't it? Anyway, how is everybody doing tonight? I wanna make a special hello to Anamita. She came to my live stream. She's on the Twitch side. She made a musical score for me. I think it was 1 or 2 videos back. I put it in the intro. She is an artist in the true sense of the word, and I got a lot of compliments on that soundtrack that you made for me, and it is much appreciated. I'm going to use it again, maybe in a different section. Anyway, tonight I need to get to the point. I'm doing a live review, and I've been thinking about that a lot on how to do that, and whether to even keep doing them. I put out a poll today, kind of ask whether I could shorten them down or try to keep them long, and but I'm not going to go into that right now. We're going to get this because these guys are not getting any younger. And if you have a question for me, and I miss it because initially I really can't even look down at the comments because I've got to click on the right stuff and make all this happen and do this review. Leave it in the comment for the YouTube side. I really don't know what to say about Twitch. I don't know if they can leave comments like YouTube. I don't think you can, but Twitch is much easier to keep up with as far as questions and stuff like that. But anyway, hello everybody. I'm happy to be here. I love doing my live streams. Anyway, what we have today is a Philly cheesesteak burger. Just came out on the Checkers Rallies menu. Now, you know, if you've watched any of the videos on Checkers and Rallies lately, haven't really been having a good time with them, especially on the temperature test. And it just seems like they're giving us as little as possible. I mean, they are cheap burgers, no question about it. I mean, relatively speaking anyway. Actually, it does sound kind of tasty. It's a burger and cheesesteak and some Swiss cheese on it, or probably fake Swiss cheese. You know, it's not going to be real Swiss cheese. You know that. Anyway, let's get through it. Let's go through what it's made of and get all that stuff out of the way. Anamita, if you're listening, sweet shout out. Love that tune. That tune rocks. Anyway, let's just go on to phase 1, the ingredients. This is a Philly cheesesteak burger. You have 100% hamburger patty. Well, I hope it's 100%. Just their little hamburger patty, sliced Philly cheesesteak, Swiss cheese, grilled onions, and mayonnaise. Yeah, about those grilled onions. Yeah, more on that later. On a toasted bakery-style bun. Now, what that means, I don't know. We'll take a look at these in a minute. As far as the calorie count, one of these little guys is almost 500 calories. So if you off 2 of these, that's a grand. That's like a good 2/3 of your caloric input for the whole day. And the sodium, did you see that sodium? 1,250 milligrams. That's a lot of salt. These things are probably a little bit on the salty side, but you know what? In this country, in America, we are trained to eat a lot of salt. We like this toss, and I'm no different. I mean, I ingest probably about 4 times what I should ingest on a daily basis. That's just me. What else? What's next is the price. This thing comes in at $3.49. This little burger. You can make it a meal for $7.09, or you can get it a double. Now, whether that double is double burger patty, or they give you some of that probably frozen cheesesteak that they reheat, be my guess anyway. Whether that's that. Let me give you a quick look at the burger before we go and take it out of the wrapper, and we'll talk about it too. This is what it looks like. This is the one we're talking about today. That's what it's supposed to look like anyway. And what else I want to say about this is I did the temperatures on it anyway, but they didn't do that great, but not as bad as it could have been. Burger number 1 came in at 133.3 degrees Fahrenheit or 56.3 degrees centigrade. Number 2 came 127.8 and 53.2 degrees Celsius. 131.2 and 55.1 on burger number 3. Not a great showing, but I am not shocked out of my gourd. They have not passed a temperature test in quite some time. It is a process issue. They do not cook their stuff to order. That's a fact. And they usually leave it in a warming tray like McDonald's. But, with this and these temperatures, and I had to go to the penalty box for probably good 10, 15 minutes to wait on these things too. So apparently they didn't have any of that cheesesteak unthawed. And maybe they left them laying out on the counter next to you. It doesn't take but a couple minutes to lose your temperature. So I'm thinking they need to check their temperatures on their warming trays because they're probably just barely 140 degrees. Anyway, I am not going to deep six them completely for that number, although today they fail the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Got to be above 140. You could do it. Rallies, checkers, you could do it. I know you can. And then I also weighed them. Now, I'm sorry for not setting up camera 2, but the last time I did set up camera 2, I changed some settings on it, and I did an hour and a half's worth of filming to find out my video was hosed, and I fixed it. I did color correction, but I think I discovered. I'll talk about that after we get our food review done. The weights, not so terrible on the weights. Now, these things are not very big. Number 1 came in at 5.95 ounces or 170 grams. Number 2 came in at 5.70 at 162 grams. Number 6 came at 6.05 at 172 grams. Now, if you add them all up and average them out, 10% of that would be 0.59. The difference between the heaviest and the lightest has to be less than 10% of the average weight, 10% of the average weight of all three. I've been trying to say that in the video so people will understand that I'm just not pulling numbers out of my rear end and passing and failing them. There is a bit of science. Now, I can make exceptions, I often do. I will say, well, we'll let them slip by on this. And they did, because if you do that, it comes out to 0.35 ounces different, or 0.35 ounces different. So they passed the consistency test. And and if we add it up and divide it out, $3.45 by 5.90, which is the average weight, you come out with 59 cents an ounce. Not a terrible price, but not the best price for burgers today. So they passed that test. They passed the consistency test. I guess I need to show you what it looks like as compared to what it should look like. You know it's not going to. It's going to look like somebody sat on it. But I was real careful not to smash these things. Let me get this up here and let you all look at it real quick. If I can make the focus on it. There we go. Autofocus is working. Can you all see that good? That is not a real thick looking burger. Let me go back and show you number 1. There you go. You see that? That's what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And this is what it's supposed to look. Maybe a little bit of ad photo puffing going on there, people. But they're no stranger to that kind of activity, I tell you. You see, and that's the big signs. You see these big signs, these big, beautiful burgers. Well, I gotta have one of those. But I guess you're so hungry after you waited in line that you're willing to overlook the fact that that's what they did. Let me open it up and let you take a look on the inside too. Do y'all want to see the inside? Yeah, it doesn't match. They almost never match. Now, we didn't, I've had a couple good videos lately where I was actually not blowing some of these things out of the water. They're actually scoring fairly decently. Let me just take it up. You can see here, we have a little bit of toast action going on. Looks like they might have seen the inside of a toaster. Here's your single hamburger patty from the bottom. You can see that. And let's let you see. I'm curious to what the cheesesteak looks like. How much cheesesteak do we got on this thing? Actually not terrible as far as cheesesteak goes. I don't want to spill it all over everything. And there's some stuck to the inside of the cap. We're just going to look at all this really, really good. This is what I do. There you go. Stuck to the cap. Now, as far as grilled onions in there, I can see a few remnants of them. You'd think that they'd put more. I mean, onions, how expensive can they be? And the one in the pictures don't look grilled. They just look like pickled onions to me. But I'm not splitting hairs. Wrong button. Oh, thank you, guys. I'll let you take a second look at it. That's what happens when I don't read the comments. Let's take a look at their little bit of cheesesteak. I'll get a better shot of it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We got some on there. We got some stuck to the inside of the cap. Looks like we've seen a little bit of toast action going on there. And this is our single hamburger patty. Not a horribly impressive thing. It should taste good. The tasting, I can tell you from what we've done so far, is probably going to be a make or break on this thing. And I can also see here, let me go back and look. I want to go back and look at that original photo one more time. Where did you go? Oh, that's not the right one. I've lost it. Oh, I moved it. Yeah, that's the same bread. They said a regular hamburger bun, but that looks more like a Kaiser roll on there. I mean, it holds up well. It's not bleeding through or falling all apart. So that's not that bad. So, like I say, it's going to live or die on its taste because they flunked the temperature test. But like I say, I have not seen them pass one yet. And I'm sorry about forgetting to hit the buttons. I mean, you know, what can I say? I apologize. And then we see it has one slice of the fake Swiss cheese. Anyway, I'm thinking, what else we need to do? We need to cut this in half. You need to see a cross section. See? Let's go ahead and chop this thing in half without knocking the mic. There we go. And we'll take us a quick look at this. It's a cross section. I think the cross section really helps. There we go. Getting a good look at that. Okay, so we've seen our cross section. We ain't seeing a whole lot of grilled pickle action in there. But these things, and that's the problem with doing these live reviews. When I'm doing the video, they don't have much time to age because I mean, as soon as I do my temperature test, I am blasting out of there, heading home, and the studio is already set up. But anyway, okay. Anyway, I'm trying not to read the comments. I'm going to go back through the comments, and if you have a good question, like I say on the YouTube side, put a comment in the comment section on this live stream, and I will go back and check them before I end the video. I think I don't want to eat the one that's cut in half. I want another one. We're going to go another one. See this guy here? Just to show you there's consistency. This is what it looks like. Well, wait a second. Oh. And this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like. Let me hold that a little bit better. It is not easy to do these things. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Just so you know. Okay. I guess it's time for a bite test, because really the bite test is the only thing that's going to save this guy's soul right here. That is the only thing, because didn't look all, I mean, it doesn't look that unappetizing. I guess I need to shut up and take a bite and give this thing a score. And don't be trying to guess until I'm done. Okay, so somebody, wait 1 second. Somebody wants to give me some first time chat. Chef Thor, I'm going to give you some live stream advice. Or I'm about to give live stream. You have any advice? Thought you were going to give me some advice. Let's go ahead and do the bite test. Y'all are going to kill me. Yeah, the only thing that will keep this above 5 is its flavor, because I'm not going to sink it completely, because typically, unless it's really egregious, the when you miss a metric, you lose a point. Unless it's like 98 degrees, there's no way it's going to be above 5. But it's not above 98 degrees. It may have seen the low side of 140 before they handed it to me, because they had to carry it all the way out to the car because I got sent to the penalty box. Stay away from Popeyes and Burger King. Oh, yeah. Okay, is everybody ready? It is now time for the bite test. Bite test, engage. How we forget so quickly. Gotta have a Diet Coke, man. I gotta get a couple more bites and then we're gonna talk about this. It actually still has a little bit of temperature on it. And I confess, I took a sneakadoodle bite. Don't have that on film. That's the problem with sneakadoodle bites, is it would add an extra hour and a half from the time I get the food to the time I actually start this stream. But the sneakadoodle bite, honestly, is not a lot different than this one right now. And it actually has still a little tiny bit of a temperature on it. It doesn't taste bad. It's very salty. Can't really taste the cheese in there. It needs more onions. One more bite, and we're going to call this. Only 1,200 milligrams of sodium. Oh, yeah, I had a sneakadoodle bite. Yeah. Let me taste this cheesesteak by itself. It needed real Swiss cheese, and there's like one onion. Needed more grilled onions. So, let me see if this one's any better. Oh, this one's hard. Would I go back and get one of these? Probably not. About the only thing I ever want to get at Checkers is a deep fried fish, because I'm deeply afraid of getting any burgers, because I know they don't cook them to order, and they could be laying there for quite some time. I'm going to have to go 4.9. That is my number. This is my review. I just don't think the flavor, I mean, it has a good flavor to it. It's better than just eating a regular burger, but I just don't think it pulled its head above water after bombing the temperature test, because the temperature is so important. Now, like I said, this thing may have seen in the neighborhood of 140 at some time in its existence, but not long before I ever got it. So it is just Oh, let me read some of the comments now. Yeah, it needs more cheese. You can tell I'm freaking hungry too. Yeah, I mean, 4.9 for this isn't too bad. If it had passed its temperature test, I'd have probably got about a 5.8 or a 5.9. That would have been my score. But I can't ignore the temperature, and it didn't knock my socks off with taste, although it wasn't bad. If you want to get one, it's not a terrible deal. Oh, you want to know what my temperatures were? 133.3, 127.8, and 131.2. They fail the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Absolutely. Temperature penalty. So we went 4.9 because it actually wasn't a bad flavor. They just skimped on the ingredients. I guess they're trying to make sure they don't lose money on this one at $3.49. Yeah. I mean, Checkers has not passed the temperature test in quite some time. And I tell you, honestly, straight up front, I went to this is not the same Checkers. I went to the different Checkers where I usually have better luck. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't want it to kill me. Anyway, sat down with the manager and talked about it. And said what I check. Went through the drive-thru. After that, temperature tested, and they failed. I'm like, what is with, you'd think they would have dropped it in the microwave or something, know what I'm going to do, or cheated somehow or other. But anyway, that's my score. Should you run out and get one of these? Probably not. The only thing I get at Checkers and Rallies is their fish sandwich, because I know they have to drop those, and their fry seasoned chicken strips. I like those if they cook them to order. If they've had them redrop them on me, and I couldn't even bite through them. It ruins them to do that, and I've had that happen. Yeah, I might need to bust out the Pepto. Anyway, yeah, my sister's here. She's got here late. You're late. Animita was here. Animita was here. The one that made that wicked tune for the opener on my video a while back. Let me go back through here and get some of the comments and get that, and then I'm going to talk about some things. Where are we at? First time chat. Howdy, hungry, nice. Yeah, buddy. I was hungry, and then Animita's here. Sweet. Anyway, I got that. I'm just scrolling back. And if you want, I got to make sure I get Twitch because they can't really leave comments. Thank you. Funky Bear says that he watches my stuff because I don't let my politics, and I mean politics have almost nothing to do with food anyway. Are you a big beer fan? Not really. I don't really drink, and not because I have anything against drinking. I just don't. It's not something I want to do. Morbid, how are you doing? Imagine if you had your food delivered sitting under the headlamp and then sitting out in the pickup truck. You got that right. Yeah, I don't see how delivery food, you just got to plan on getting something that's cold and old if you want to get it delivered. Because I know there's no way, because a lot of them don't even have heated carrying cases, anything like that. And they're not going to spend that kind of money for a heated carrying case. And I did have a sneakadoodle bite off cam. Let me go over here to YouTube and try to catch up a little bit. Tim, hello. Joker Man. David, how are you doing? Maxine's in the house. Tim, yeah, send me an email. I am a nurse, not a doctor. But if you got questions, you can send me a medical email. I mean, I answer. I don't get that many emails, just mostly the birthday request. If somebody wants their birthday shout, somebody gave me a super chat. Oh, Shams, thank you for the super chat. I just wanted to say I love your vids and the streams. Keep doing good. Thank you for that super chat. It helps. Helps me pay for the food. Maxine, let me see. Yeah, the wait they sent me to the penalty box, that like 5, it wasn't that terrible long. I was surprised because they never send you to the penalty box at Checkers. That's almost never. And I was the only one there, except for the homeless guy out there begging for food at their back door. Doc Lord 69. I bet you know who I am. Doc Lord 69. No, I do not. I'm reading comments, just trying to get. If you got comments, just leave them. I can't scroll back through those and actually tell a whole lot. Bum, my girlfriend Melissa hits me with a spatula a little more than I'd prefer. How much spatula hitting do you prefer? Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. Yeah. Anyway, there were some things I wanted to talk about. Let me get my notes out so I can tell. I ran a poll on I ran a poll today to see whether you wanted shorter formats or whether you wanted to. I mean, even if I do a shorter format means that I'm not going to set up a second camera and do all the stuff, that I'll have it all done before I do it. Do you want to see, do you want to see more live reviews or just get rid of them? Let me show you what my poll said. Now, the polls tell me a lot of information. I had 167, if you can't read it. 66% of the people wanted the regular format, a longer format like I did maybe 2 times back, where I actually have a down camera and I show you and I weigh it and everything and do everything in front of you. I just did it before the live stream because I didn't want to screw my camera up. And then 23% said they wanted a shorter format. And then I also said get rid of live reviews. And 10% of that crew wants to do that. Okay, that's one thing, to have that. But the thing I want to say about it, it tells me another thing. It's how many respondents I get. How popular is doing live food reviews. And because typically, like if I give you a choice of 3 burgers, tell me which one to do. That's back when I have a lot of different choices. I may get 1,000 to 3,000 respondents, and of course I listen to them, but this time I only got like 130. So that tells me maybe there's not that much interest in me doing live food reviews. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I would like to focus more on making my videos. Actually, I like to come in and talk to everybody, so I will figure out what I'm going to do. I'll just have to get my head around this, and I've been pondering this for like weeks now. Like I was, Shams, why I get sent to the penalty box? Because I order like 4, and then they have 2 pre-made. Philip, if you need a birthday shout out, you need to email me and read a description in any of my last 100 videos. It tells you exactly how to do that, because I cannot remember to do that. But that's what I got. Like I said, if you had a question, leave it in the comment section of this live stream, and I'll get them right at the end of the video. So anyway, there's other things I could do for my live streams. I've thought several times about doing reaction videos to other food reviewers. I'm not sure if I want to do that and make enemies, because I may not be as complimentary as I could be. Plus, I don't really watch other food reviewers. Thank you very much for 20 Canadian, Justin Barber. Appreciate it. It helps. It helps the channel, but I most appreciate it. Lost my train of thought. And then how frequent will I do them? Right now, I'm doing them 8 o'clock every Saturday, and we'll just see where that goes and see how I feel. Like today, I'd actually planned, because I have 2 videos queued to do. I'd actually planned on doing a Taco Bell again. I've done so many Taco Bells, I'm almost Taco Bell blind. That's the Crunchwrap sliders. They just came out with those a couple days ago. This one I did tonight. This just came out. This just popped on their menu. I may have done a review over that, but I get kind of disillusioned with them sometimes. Well, sticking with that score. Yeah, reaction videos. Like I say, I thought about it and I poo-pooed it because I'm afraid I didn't really want to make enemies in the fast food world. And fast food videos, review videos, are a tough business. They're a tough business. They don't make much revenue. It is tough because it is overcrowded. Anybody can do it. And mostly what's out there is people who do them in their car with a single camera or a high quality cell phone, and that's pretty much how they do it. Which would be great if I could do that and get away with it. And of course, then I'm not really here to do food reviews. I'm here to make videos, and they are about food reviews. And if I do food reviews, I might as well do them right. That's my whole thing. So there is that. Birthday shout outs. I have not gotten a lot of birthday shout outs. We'll see whether I continue to keep doing them or not. I'm still pondering that because, they haven't really hurt my stats. If they start hurting my stats, they're gone. I've been getting, some people are donating when they do that, when they get their birthday shout outs, priority. And I try to give them a little extra time and kind of make it a little bit more special if I can. When someone goes to that kind of trouble to do that, and that helped out that helps pay for the food too, and that is much appreciated. And it's also, and the other problem is the last 2 or 3 months has been a desert for new menu items, and I really didn't have a lot to pick from to run in the live stream and then take a subject away from making my videos. So there was that. I mean, I could always start doing frozen food reviews. That would be a lot easier to do, a lot less trouble. Because tonight I had to drive 10 miles one way back and forth, had to sit and wait in the penalty box and everything else and come over here, weigh them, do all my calculations and go through everything. If I was doing just strictly frozen food, I microwave it or if it needs, cooked a different way, I can do that and give it a review. So maybe that's a direction to go. And maybe I'll do that to see how popular that is. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm listening to your comments too. Yeah. You do make a lot. Did you already eat? Yeah. Big boys see. Yes, I did. You missed it. You're going to have to back up. I don't think you can even scroll back when you're watching Twitch. Tell me about that. So I may go that route and not use up the things that because I like making, and plus a review live is inferior to a review that I do in video by its very nature, because this food is 3 times as old in a live stream, and where if I did frozen food, it really wouldn't matter. And because when I shoot a video, I have my cameras are all set up, ready to go. I go out and get it, do my sneakadoodle bite, and I blast home, sit down and start filming right away. So my food isn't very old when I start on it. And also I've done a sneakadoodle bite so I can compare them to, because some things age very badly. Freddy's, man, the shelf life on a Freddy's burger is about 10 minutes. So once you get it, you better eat it. Don't take it home. Anyway, Maxine likes my birthday shout outs. Well, I'm not ready to get rid of them. If there probably won't be a birthday shout out in the I'm doing 2. The next one, the first one is Taco Bell, and then I don't think there's birthday shout outs because I only had 3. I was like, what? Usually I'm stacked. The next video that I'm actually going to drop, I'm going to film Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday, and that would be at Jimmy John's, because Monday, Jimmy John's is now going to give you the option of toasting their subs. Can you imagine that? I'm just not sure how well that French bread will be toasted. It kind of doesn't make any sense. It does make sense because the same people that own Subway own Jimmy John's. Subway got that convection oven they toast their subs with, right? Now we got them there. Is that a good thing? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That just started. And so that's going to be a review. Here's how my day is going to work out. I'm going to shoot Taco Bell tomorrow, partially edit it, then get back up and go shoot Jimmy John's Monday, edit Tuesday, drop Tuesday night, Wednesday sit down and finish editing the Taco Bell and drop that probably Wednesday night. So I'm gonna have a couple videos this week. Anyway, yeah, Quiznos is the king of toasting, except the people that own the franchisors screwed the franchisees and run the whole place out of business. That's what happened. But you can Google search that and read that. Yeah, corporate shenanigans. That's what's happening to our fast food in this country. Corporate takeover. They buy it. They let people run it that don't know a damn thing about food and selling food. It's obvious that they do not understand. Checkers, Rallies, they could do so much better. If they were cooking to order and putting that food out hot, it tastes better when you do that, okay? People will be lining up there. That's why Culver's is successful. They cook to order. At least I think they still do. I hope they do. I know they do if you get the Northwoods Walleye. Hey, guys, I don't know. Is Northwoods Walleye out yet? It should be. If it's not, it should be really soon. That's something you got to get. 9.0. Oh, I have another idea for a live stream review that I was going to do. I was going to do a something. I know it's over 9. I just know it is because I eat it all the time. Biggin's Barbecue brisket. That is 9 country. And I'm thinking about bringing that to live stream. Charge people $100 for a birthday shout out? I don't think so. I don't charge them anything. You can get it for free, or if you feel like it, you can give me $2 for priority service. That's back when I was getting like pummeled with them. I was 3 videos behind on birthday shout outs. And so I did that to mitigate it. And now it's really not that big of a deal. So, yeah. Hey, Carmen. How are you, Massive Legend? Have you ever reviewed Raising Cane's? Yes, I did. You should be if you subscribe to my channel and do a search, Joe is Hungry, Raising Cane's. I sure enough did. Raising Cane's is, like I've said it 100 times, is a knockoff of Guthrie's. Just read about it. Do a Google search on Guthrie's versus Raising Cane's. You'll find out. Malthasar, what's going on with you? I hope you're not hurting too bad, man. Malthasar apparently fell on the ice and hamburgered himself. Ooh, that hurts, especially when it's cold outside. It's awful. Luckily for me, no snow in Georgia. Yeah. Anyway. No more mid-food. Lynn _ no more. Yeah, I knew this was... I probably would not have filmed a review on it because... they have done so poorly on the temperatures lately and so underwhelming on what they look like as opposed to what they're supposed to look like. But I'm hungry. It didn't taste bad. But I penalized it for failing the temperature test. They need to get it together. If anybody out there has influence over Checkers, you need to get it together on your temperatures, dudes. Got it? If you just get your temperatures right, you'll be better. Yeah, Malthasar took a spill. At least she didn't break anything. Wow. I don't know where you're at, Malthasar. But I don't know where there's ice. I think in Ohio, I don't think there's snow on the ground right now. Anyway. I wish you picked a flavor for Wingstop tenders. Well, the problem with doing that is that I'm checking out their new crispier tenders. Now, I didn't give them a bad score, but I can't do an objective unless it's plain because they got like 15 damn flavors. What am I supposed to do? Now, if I get them and I get them tossed, I'm probably going to get lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is the way to go. Sure enough. So, yeah, I would have liked it more if I did that. And I wasn't that crazy about their ranch dipping sauce. It just did not taste right to me. It's like almost bitter. I was not crazy about it. Have you ever had taco casa? No, I have not. I don't think I have those around here. Birdshot, what you got to say today? Do more side items and desserts and regular menu items people may not know about. Yeah, the problem with doing videos for desserts is they have such a short shelf life. I've done desserts before. I guess I could. But as far as live streaming reviews, maybe I'll do a series of frozen food. See how that works. I'll pick some items out and run some polls and see what people tell me. What do you like more, Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings? Wingstop. I like wings. We have a good Wingstop here in Cartersville. It's been around for a couple of years now. I moved in here, but they are good. You talk about a place that you could have eaten off the floor at that place. They had A100 on their thing, and you could look back in there and see the floor is clean, everything's clean. They cooked to order. I mean, I was impressed about how well it looked, and they were really nice to me there too, knowing I was filming. I would like to give them a better score, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to give somebody a good score just because they're nice to me. And their place was spotless, which it was spotless. Yeah, so I don't know how other Wingstops are, but the one in Cartersville is like fairly good. I'm not sure that their tenders were better than Guthrie's tenders. They should have been more crunchy and crispy. You know, you label them crispier than what? I mean, I've never had their other tenders, so maybe their tenders really sucked or something, and they got them a little tiny bit. It was a little crunchy, not much. You could just look at my Sneakadoodle bite and see that. That came right out of that and almost burned my mouth. Anyway, so you're in Winnipeg. Oh, you are up in like the freaking Great White North. Home of honey dill sauce. Interesting. Can't even imagine how that would taste. Cameron 44. Do you like? Yeah, you asked me that. Marie Callender's pot pies. Oh, I could do that. Haven't I done that? I think I have one in my freezer right now. I don't even have to go anywhere. I don't want to score it though, because I'm like full of burger now. What's the lowest score you ever given? I think it was a 1.8 or 1.9. My people out there can tell me that. It was at I get asked that all the time. Duncan. Yeah, Duncan had someone, they had stewed tomatoes on them. It was a gag fest. Oh, Northwoods Walleye is out. Tiller GTO. Sweet. It is definitely good. I mean, the breading on it just melts. It's crispy and it just melts. Ham jam, clam, spam. Frozen food is the move, Joe. You can find the best temperature, the best consistency, the most bang for the buck. True enough. Some stuff isn't that great though, but I think Dunkin's overrated. Dunkin' sucks. I like cream-filled donuts that have a crust on them from being dried out. Some weird thing from the childhood. Anyway, that's what I like at Dunkin', and they're usually out of those things. They don't make anything on site anymore. That's really, really terrible. Now, if they're fresh, they're good too. We already did pot pie from Marie Callender's on the live stream. I thought we did. I could do it again just because I like them. Being an excuse to eat off 900 calories at one time. I'm losing weight still. I finally broke the 202-pound limit this morning. I weighed in at 101.8 pounds this morning. That is the least I've weighed in 3.5 decades. I am like, I've 10 more pounds to go and we're good. Anyway, it's showing. I'm wrinkled it up. I'm getting making me look older though. Making me look like an old fart. Yeah. The Northwoods walleye rocks. I need to go get some. Oh, what I was going to say. I'm either going to do a video or a live stream to demonstrate another above 9 piece of food. I had Massey's Pizza I've done like 4.5 years ago. That was a 9.8. We got something in the same neighborhood that's not too far from me. It is Biggin's Barbecue. It is a brisket. Now, I probably won't have any nutritional information on it because they don't offer it. They don't have to. You don't have to have nutritional information when you have 20 or less locations. Philip G., I'm 6'2". Anyway, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't run my mouth. Okay, I was going to say something. I learned, I go on about serving weights and nutritional information, and serving weights are a function of nutritional information. You have to know what they are in order to calculate everything when they do that. But a lot of places choose not to put that in. But I did learn something. The FDA guidelines on nutritional information, you can be off 20% one way or the other. Now, I guess we know who's been lobbying the FDA. That means if I have something that is 1,000 calories, it can either be 1,200 or 800 and still be within limits by FDA standards. It's the same way with the weight. If I have something that weighs 10 ounces, it's okay if it weighs 12, and it's okay if it weighs 8 ounces. To me, I'm not going there. We're not doing that. If you're consistently below your serving weights at this channel, you fail. That is it. You fail. I've got, as far as consistency and portion control, I have the difference between the heaviest and the lightest has to be less than 10% of the total weight of all three averaged. I almost said it wrong. Now, I can make exceptions to that rule. I can make exceptions. But I appreciate it. 6'2", damn, joke and dunk. Maybe back in my day. I mean, I thought I was tall. I think I'm tall. I bang my head on the cabinet doors a lot. But I was walking out of all these, following this couple. And this dude, he must have been like 7'1". I mean, like, God, I feel short now. Man, how did you cut your arm? Where? Here? Oh, I do more than food reviews. I was actually cleaning flower beds in my yard, and I had a bunch of small trees. I chopped them down, and anytime you do that, you're going to take a hit. Best fast food French fry. It's crossed between Five Guys and Chick-fil-A. They weren't, I don't know what the flower, my wife does all the flowers. She just pointed out what trees were growing that I need to cut down. I had trees this big. It shows you how long I've been neglecting them. Anyway. I talked about this 2 weeks ago. Chick-fil-A. Somebody told me that they were putting batter on their fries now. And I need to go get some and check that out. I hope they didn't done. Why would you got something that's good. Why would you screw with it? So I don't know. I don't know. All sorts of flowers. She does that. She's the master gardener. She actually is a master gardener. You worried about the self-inflicted wound after getting angry and waiting too long for your food? Tim. Yeah, I have to cut myself to make me forget about having. It wasn't that bad. I don't mind going to the penalty box. People think I complain because I went to the penalty box. The penalty box is a good place for fast food. No question about it. Unless they forget you're there or leave you there an excessive amount of time. Bojangles. This is not a new story. Y'all have heard this before. Bojangles, I went there twice. And both times they sent me to the penalty box and flat forgot I was out there. Half an hour just sitting there talking to the person that was waiting on her food next to me. Yeah. That's happening. Oh, they did. Is that true? They have changed Chick-fil-A fries? I hate that. Why would you do that? Are they stupid? They're not. They haven't been bought up by anybody. Why would they do that? I'm a her chocolate egg. Oh, thank you, darling. Lucky Kid 100. Hey, man, how are you doing? Tim? I'm glad to wait for fresh food, too. Yeah, me too. Best fries. Oh, what else? What else? What else? That made national news as far as food goes. Steak and Shake cooks their fries in beef tallow. Good move. They were saying it was more healthy. Apparently, it's bad to cook in vegetable oil now. Am I like, what? All this time? McDonald's used to cook them in beef tallow and then got pressure from these health people and switched it. And now they have beef tallow flavor put in there. Maybe they're going to go back to beef tallow. Hopefully they do. That's what made them good. I don't know what the difference is. You know how we changed one thing, for a year or so. This is toxic. It's toxic to have sugar. It's toxic to have too salt. It's toxic this. And then you find out later that it wasn't at all. It's like eggs. Oh, you can't eat too many eggs. There's too much cholesterol in eggs. We're made out of darn cholesterol. Now you find out that that's not the case at all. The eggs are quite healthy. Unless you're a vegetarian, then everything's bad unless it's a vegetable. I'm speaking to my sister, by the way. Yeah, I like the beef tallow. Where are we at? Let me see. First time Razor Frog. Food is the best. Fries were like gold when I was younger. Yes, they were. They were made in beef tallow. We're using vegetable oil for frying, turns it into trans fat. That's probably what it is, Malthasar. You are probably correct about that. Is Joe ever thirsty? Drink review? Bar crawl? Nah. Oh, I'm thirsty all the time, dude. I have to. Yeah, I'm thirsty, but I have never done a drink review because I don't really drink a lot of drinks. I don't drink energy drinks. I drink coffee, but I don't want to review something I know nothing about because then my reviews will be crap. I know about fast food. Maybe I was a little harsh giving that thing a 4.9, but as the Prez says, once you make that score, you can't change it. Everybody knows the rules. Diet Coke. Anyway, a few more questions. Let me go out and check my channel and see if anybody put me any questions in there. La 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 live. I don't want to see my live stream. I need to check, see if anybody's put me any questions in there before I kill this tonight. There we go. I have to pause it. Nope. No questions. 62 watching. I had to pause it. I had to cut the audio off, otherwise I'll get feedback. Back to the questions. The word toxic has been thrown around too much. I mean, it is. They just change and change and change and change and change. I don't know. It's junk science. I think they're trying to convince us they actually know what's going on. My sister will be happy that you ate your broccoli. She honestly will. She's here. She's like the moderator, but she is like. She makes vegans look like rank amateurs. Vegan to her is more of a religion than it is a diet. She's serious about her diet. She eats things vegans don't. Starry Bird, I think it happens a lot. Study comes out since we found possible link between coffee and chicken pox or whatever. Yeah, that's true. And that's true. It just, now we're going back to beef tallow. I mean, they had that on national news that they'd actually interviewed the guy that runs Steak and Shake, and they said, yeah, it's more healthy to use beef tallow. We're switching to beef tallow. It tastes better. Now I want to go to Steak and Shake and get some darn fries. Bird flu eggs. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, the bird flu. Yeah, I'm not sure about all that. They're using a PCR test to kill all these flocks, so I don't know. I don't know about that. I eat a lot of eggs. Losing weight. Half Demon, how are you doing, Half Demon? 4.3, bro, you're just hungry. Hey, how are you been? Shams, Joe, VHS. Yeah, true. I'm a fast food connoisseur, but I don't know that much about drinks because I just don't drink them. Now, if I drank them like crazy, yeah, I could give you what I wanted to say. Here we go. What's your favorite fast food place? Culver's, Five Guys, thereabouts. Best fish sandwich. Oh, Northwoods Walleye. Yeah, it's Lent season. I got to start doing fish sandwich reviews too. They got another one I'm looking at doing with back to Popeyes, since I haven't been to Popeyes in a long time since they made me mad. And I may go get their fish sandwich. I put it on the agenda. Anyway, my cats are doing great. Belle is doing wonderful. We bought her a cage and put her in a cage because she just wasn't healthy. I thought she was going to die outside, and she loves her cage. I leave the door open, and she doesn't come out. She just stays in there. I got a sandbox in there. She loves her cage. But I got some photos of her. I got some video of her. She may make the next video or two. Let me see what else we got. Crash and go car. Vegetable oil is poison. Should never been allowed in food. Wartime allowed that decades ago. I didn't know that. I thought it was supposed to be like super healthy, but now they're saying it ain't. Now we need to go back to beef tallow. That's good. Or lard. Lard is the best. I'm a lard guy. I used to work in a hog kill where we made lard. Tanks of it. Review Steak and Shake 7x7 burger. Try it with their Swiss cheese. With 7 slices of Swiss cheese. I bet you that ain't bad, man. Total Joker. Joker man. You were feeding your snails. Well, you didn't miss a lot. I've been running my mouth since we finished the review. I think we're getting on an hour now. It's probably time for me to bail out and go home. What do you want to see next week? You want to see a frozen food review if I do one, or what do y'all want? I mean, that's what's in these burgers. That's the kind of fat that's in the burgers, and it doesn't kill you. Okay. April Fool's video plans. It's not April yet. I can't plan that far ahead. Will Neff collab for April Fools? Yeah. Tell him I want to collab. I haven't done a collab with him in ages. Just go in and talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I don't care whether I do the food. We'll do frozen foods. We'll pick out something I haven't done. Or y'all can send me email and leave me comments. Let me know. Thank you very much, first time chat. How are y'all? Let me see. Noisy Puppies. That's a nice name. Yeah, puppies usually are noisy. When is the 24-hour live stream coming, Tim? I'm not sure anybody would sit and listen to me for 24 hours. I barely stay here for a whole hour. Review Will Neff's hot sauce. Cover cash. Excuse me. I did. I gave it a 6 something, didn't I? I could do it right now. I don't even remember what score I gave it. Let's see. Let's see if it's not all dried out. About a 5.8 on the 1 to 10 Joeishungry. It's got a little tanginess about it. A little citrusy. Yeah. 6.8. That's my number. I know very little about hot sauce, so that means just about as much. So there you go. Oh, goodness. What more questions we got before I bail today? St. Patrick's Day specials? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be trying to do some... I'm going to try and focus more on fish sandwiches. Are you happy, Cover Cash? Let me see what Half Demon... Oh, do I have a separate location or am I at home? No, I am not at home. I have a separate location. It is an office. It used to be a wrecker service that I turned into my dedicated studio. Back behind me, back behind at this door is my shop where all my cars are at, because it used to be a wrecker service. And there's enough room for, I don't know, 8 or 9 vehicles. And I work on my cars back there. Anyway, yeah, hot sauce. Will Neff's. There you go. Any international reviews? No, I'm too poor for that. This thing doesn't make him. Y'all think that I make a living off of YouTube? Think again, because it's just not the case. What sauce is that, Shams? That's Speedy Hot Sauce, the Will Neff version right there. Here. I don't know if it's focusing or not. But, yeah, he sent that to me. He sent me a couple bottles of it. He sells it. Will Neff's, for those of you who don't know, is a Twitch streamer, a very famous and talented Twitch streamer, by the way. And you can tell him I'd reviewed his hot sauce. But I'm not a hot sauce aficionado. I'm able to do it without losing my voice much. You got to try the Last Dab hot sauce. I'm rent or own? No, I own chocolate egg. Yeah, I own the property here. I own the building. I own my house. Yeah, I don't rent. I don't think channel would make enough money to pay for the rent on this place if it was rented. It wouldn't. Absolutely would not. Many people try to rent this place from me, and I won't rent it because I don't want anybody else here. I wish I had a spare room. It's too cold to work on my junk in the garage. Yeah, I know all about that. It's not heated out there either. Would you like international snacks? Yeah, I would try them. If there's no international market that I'm aware of for me to get any snacks. I think I'm going to try some frozen foods so I don't have to drive a 35-mile round trip to get the food to review and then have it like an hour and a half old by the time I take a bite out of it and try to give it an honest score. Because the only other option for that is to film the Sneakadoodle bite, and it would be even older yet. And if I'm going to go to all that trouble, I would rather just make a video, because I make not a fair amount, but I make revenue off the videos. The live stream, outside of people like giving me money or donating money, really don't make anything on live stream. The last live stream I did, you know what my ad revenue was on it? Anybody want to know? Anybody? 16 cents. Try Arby's Hawaiian Fish Deluxe Sandwich. Actually, I reviewed that, my friend, about 4 years ago. The Hawaiian Fish Deluxe Sandwich. Yes, I did. I remember reviewing that. I may have actually reviewed that in Ohio. I was up there. That's back when I was still shooting the bulk of my reviews in the car. I didn't utilize the studio hardly at all. When you come into Nebraska, eat at Runz's? I don't know, man. I sure would like to, though. I bet you they're a lot better than frozen. You got that right. I don't have my Nebraska t-shirt. I have me one of these Oscar Mike excuse me, burped on the phone. I don't have an unburper in my thing. It doesn't cut it out. So I apologize for that in advance. You could convert a fan to a movable studio. Yeah, I could. Thought about it. 16 cents. Yeah, that's what I made ad revenue on the last live stream. And it'll probably be close to that tonight. Except I had a couple super chats where I got like $40, which after YouTube takes their 30%, it'll be about 17. But that's fine. It helps. It helps the channel. Every little bit helps. That'll pay for the food tonight. Because it cost me about $16 for those burgers. I got 4 of them. Because my wife wanted one. She may not want the ones that I've handled. Anyway. Yeah, don't spend it all at once. Yeah, wow. Oh, what else? What else? What else can I gripe about? TikTok. TikTok. TikTok is evolving, and they shocked me yesterday. TikTok shocked me. You know, when I make a YouTube video, I drop it. Then I take it, I cut the front half off right at the temperature test, delete the whole front, and then that leaves me 2 B-rolls with music, and then so I strip my music out of them that you listen to, and then I take TikToks out of their music library, that as long as I use their music library, I can run unlimited music on it, and I'm not going to get copyrighted because it's theirs, right? Because I get copyrighted even when I do stuff that I have license to. They still copyright me, and there is no appeals process. Anyway. I haven't had a video muted in a long time. It's elevator music, though. It makes me want to barf listening to it. It hurts the side of my head to put that music in there that they have, because there's only like about 12 songs that I can use out of their 4,000 they have in their library. Only about 12. It is garbage. Enough said. Okay, they muted one of my videos for overlength, which means that it was actually a copyright mute. They muted it yesterday, and I'm like, what? So I went on. Normally, if you go on for tech support, you're going to get this AI thing that just like loops out and doesn't tell you anything. You can't even appeal it. I got on there, and I actually had a live person in tech support, and she was a subscriber to my channel. I guess you want to know whether they unmuted my video. No, because they're a bunch of losers. All she did was message tech support, and they cut and pasted the notice they sent back to me. Jerks. But they occasionally send me money. It helps the channel, so I continue to suffer with it. Unless YouTube blows up, I get 10 quadrillion viewers, and I start making a lot more ad revenue. If that happens, yeah, TikTok's going in the tick trash. That's what'll happen with that. Yeah, that's ridiculous, Malthasar, but it was much worse than that, because you have no. I could go on for half an hour about TikTok and how poorly it's run, but the fact that I actually got live people in the chat, they were live, they were real. It was not AI. She said she was in Louisiana, and she subscribed to my channel and told me about my video. It was the chicken nugget video. The chicken nugget video from Taco Bell. She watched it. Says she had to go out and get chicken nuggets. So she was real. It wasn't made up. Anyway, why do you hate Burger King? I don't hate Burger King. I'm disappointed in Burger King, because Burger King in the late 60s and 70s used to be the Culvers of fast food burgers. They cooked to order. It was set up to cook to order. Now it's like going to McDonald's. Pre-cooked in a heating tray, slapped together, handed to you, just barely warm enough not to poison you. And Burger King, yeah, I don't hate Burger King. Plus, that taste you get, that flame broiled taste, that is synthetic. They make that stuff up in Covington, Kentucky. That is where their plant is that they make that, and they add it to the burgers to make it have that flame broiled taste it used to have naturally when they really did it on a machine. Yeah, I don't hate them, but I'm aggravated with them and disappointed that they took a perfectly good company and it is just too big to fail. Otherwise, they're running into the ground. Yeah, there's something coming up on Burger King. I'm not going to do Burger King. It just gets on me. Yeah, I don't hate Burger King. I don't know why everybody says I don't hate anybody. Well, actually, I do, but I don't want to tell you who that is. Yeah, it's just Burger King. It's just too big to fail, I guess. Too big to fail. And all these young people here don't understand where its roots came from, you know? I guess I'm turning into an old man. You know, back when I was eating my Burger King Whoppers, and I ate a lot of them too, they were like 89 cents for a Whopper. Yeah, 89 cents. And I thought that was a lot. They were good, though. Good gracious, they were good. Now, I could tell you the whole story about Burger King, but I think I don't want to beat a dead horse. Everybody's heard that already. What other kind of questions I got before I head back to my happy home and start editing for my next video? Yeah, for the profit, Joe. What's with the anime posters in the background? That is meat. That is Hinabobina, and that's Snuffy. They are VTubers, Twitch streamer VTubers. They are fans and friends of the channel. They watch my videos. Those are not really anime characters. They look like it. And anyway, somebody who loves them sent those to me. And typically when someone sends something to me, I open up in live streams, which I haven't had for a while, by the way. I typically put it in the backdrop. Like my burger up there was sent to me by an anonymous person as a gift. I love that thing. You got your Little Caesars poster. We have Arby's, Burger King. I have the pickle. See the pickle in the background? See the pickle with the hat? I had that sent to me, I think in the same batch of stuff too. Anyway, chocolate egg. I am 62, going to turn 63 in April, getting closer and closer to that big nap. The older I get, it's coming. Yeah, meat. That's what I'm saying. That's meat. Meat's cool. I love them. But they are friends of the channel, so they're now in the background. Somebody else sends me something that's cool, it'll go in the background. I had something else. Oh, it's got the pickles in front of that poster. That guy made me some artwork. Yeah. A lot of stuff. That's the channel. Like I say, my live streams are here so I can communicate with everybody on a relatively regular basis. And maybe I can do something that's not a terrible lot of trouble and expense in order to entertain you. Like, maybe we'll do some I think frozen food is probably the way to go. Maybe a frozen pizza or something. Oh, if Emeru sent me a signed poster, I would like frickin' wear it. Yeah, Malthasar, you know I love Emeru. Emeru is like too friggin' cool, too. Yeah, everybody. Who doesn't love Emeru? Yeah, maybe. I wish I did have a poster of her. I got a spot for it still. I got an open spot for Emeru. Makes me want to go look for one now. Yeah, meat. Yeah, a lot of people came from Meat's stream to mine. That's what that anime is about. Big John's in the house. How you doing, brother? You just now get here. You missed my review. Yeah, I want to see review the Emily Coleman wants me to do the Shamrock Shake. I would have to do that in my car. That's the reason you don't see me do shakes and ice cream and stuff like that, because their shelf life is so incredibly short and they just don't hold up well. Son of Baconator right now. I was thinking about doing Son of Baconator. I actually was. I saw that Half Demon. I really did. Do I watch Dragon Ball Z? I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in years. I have not. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, but it's been probably 2 or 3 decades since I did that. Get you a good meal from Chili's or Applebee's is cheaper than Mickey D's or BK. You know, I've seen some of their specials out there, and you're probably not too far off from being right on that one. Flynn, yeah. First time chat. Been roughhousing with the cats. Yeah, that black cat is like freaking evil, man. I'm gonna put her in the next video. I think where she tries to take another hunk out of my hand. She is just a maladjusted animal. I mean, you can feed her treats and everything like that, and she'll still try to wants to bite you. She has a thing about biting, and I can't make her stop. But she's, I love her just the same. It doesn't matter. Girls are like that sometimes. You just got to love them anyway. Okay. Dragon Ball Z. Joe's real one for liking. Yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z. I used to watch a lot of anime, but I haven't watched anime. I haven't done anything for a long time. I have a black cat, and I call her Smuckers. That's not a bad name for a cat. I usually name them after females, like Madonna, Priscilla. That's she's Priscilla. Stuff like that. Have you seen Severance? No, I have not. It's an amazing show on Apple TV. I have to check that out. Severance. Thanks for the live stream, Joe. You're taking off? Yeah, I'm fixing to bail. Anybody else got anything they want to say to me before I bail? I see now that I'm getting ready to go, Twitch people are showing up. Why is that? Why is that? At an hour, YouTube starts tapering off, and then Twitch streamers come in after an hour. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, I can't sit here much longer. I've got to clean up this mess. You can tell Will I did his hot sauce again. I should have put some hot sauce on that. What do you think? It's not that great by itself. You need to really have it with something else. Yeah, Twitch notifications, I understand they suck. Yeah. Hot sauce review win. I just did one, Vistar. I just did it. You're gonna have to scroll back because I don't want to eat any more hot sauce. You're just trying to make my face turn red again. I'm glad you're here, Sham. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, everybody, tonight. As usual, I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube first, and then I'll jump around and say goodbye to my loving Twitch streamers. The answer is always, why is always chicken thigh, because it tastes better. Dark meat's good. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all showing up and coming. It's been an hour and 21 minutes, so I've ran over a little bit. And I am going to say goodbye to YouTube right now. There.